Go ahead, sit down, Adam. Have a seat, buddy. Oh, yeah, get your mic. Okay. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Donald H. Jones Stadium here at Kiski for tonight's lacrosse game with Kiski Cougars hosting the Hill Academy from Ontario, Canada. Hill came down for a weekend trip, played out at Shadyside last night, and now they're playing here tonight against the Cougars. Cougars were in action last night as well, coming away with a 19-5 victory over Pine Richland. Cougars were led by Nick Kuda with 5 goals. Charlie Boone, Jeremiah Wade, Nathan Ward make that, and Jeremiah Wade had 3 goals each. Cade Cronin, Lowen Martin, and Ian Smith all tallied a pair of goals, and Chris Rathwell, Charlie Boone each had a goal apiece. Defense was led by the senior trio of Scott Mealy and Dom Kuda, constantly applying pressure and causing turnovers on the defensive end for the Cougars. Jack Williams got the starting goal. Aiden Waller came in for the second half until about midway, or about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then Nate Croson finished it off for the Cougars. Tonight will be our last home game of the season, and it's a nice, sunny, cool evening here at Kiski. Temps sitting at about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Sun is peeking through the clouds. We're getting ready for some nice action. Hill Academy comes down. They are quite a talented bunch. Usually, they didn't bring a whole roster with them, but the ones they have out there look like they're pretty stout. And the Cougars are going to have a tight matchup here tonight. 2 years ago, Hill Academy and the Cougars met up in a matchup out at Shadyside on neutral turf. And the Hill Academy shut the Cougars out in the second half in a comeback 9-6 victory. So Cougars looking to avenge that defeat. Cougars come in with a 15-5 record. Finishing third place in the MSLA behind Culver and Western Reserve. Cougars had quite a few all-conference selections. We had 4 first-team selections. Ryan Mealy on defense, Nathan Ward as an attackman, Lone Martin as a midfielder, and Andy Scott as a specialist. We also had 4 second-team selections, with Jack Williams being selected as a second-team goalie, Killian Masitis, second-team face-off man, Dom Kuda, second-team defenseman, and I believe it was, let me check on the fourth guy on that second team. I don't want to give a bad name. And that was, hold on one second. Can't find my papers, Adam. Here we go. It was Nicholas Kuda, that's it. Dom and Nick both were on second team. So Nicholas Kuda, second team attack. Dom Kuda, second team defense. Jack Williams, second team goalie. And then we had 3 honorable mention selections in Jeremiah Wade, Charlie Boone, and Cade Cronin. So the Cougars put 11 being selected by the coaches. But let me tell you, this team has more than 11 All-Stars. Chris Rathwell is a main contributor to the team. He battled injury throughout the year and didn't get to play a whole lot of league games. So he, of course, wouldn't be voted on by the coaches because they never got to see him play. Brennan Wright also has had a big year for the Cougars. As well as many others. We're about a minute and a half out from game time. Crowd is filling in here to the bleachers. We got our normal crew joining us. Grandma and Grandpa Cronin back in the bleachers with us tonight. We're glad to see them. Mr. Scott is here. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are here. Nice crowd building here. Mr. Croson's down there. We'd like to say hi to everybody up there who couldn't make it to the game tonight. Mr. Hart, Mrs. Hart down in North Carolina. They're always big supporters of the program, Adam. We got Adam Walkowski here again with us. He's going to be on the PA mic working the score clock. Braden McNally back in the booth for the first time in lacrosse this season, but he's back in. He's done some football games and with us before, and he's ready to take some action on the camera tonight. Eli, he's sitting on the perch down there. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe, I think he's just here for moral support and giving me some spotting, helping me out with numbers. He knows that my eyes aren't very good, and when you get across the field over there, I have a hard time seeing numbers, so he's going to help me out with the spotting. And Miss Hughes, as always, on the game clock. And we're getting ready for some nice action. Clock's warm-up time is run down. We're going to set it for 12 minutes of the first quarter. We're going to be out here in just a second. Cougars, last home game of the season. We're excited to bring you some action here. Grandma Wade up there in Canada. Hope you're doing well. Grandma Nona up there in Rochester. Hope you're doing well. All the other grandmas out there, we hope you're doing well. We love the grandmas. Everybody knows we love the grandmas. We love the grandmas. Hey, Grandma Smith, how you doing? Nice to see you again. We love seeing you. Glad to meet you. Cole, welcome back again. Second night in a row. I brought Dad with you today. Okay, nice to see you. Everybody's here getting ready for some nice action. Looks like the Cougars are going to start 25, Aiden Waller in the goal tonight. And we're going to have Dom Kuda, number 19, number 16, Owen OBP, we just call him, number 57, Mealy. They'll all be on defense. Andy Scott will be the starter at the LSM. He'll take the one wing. Charlie Boone will be on the other wing for the midfield. During the faceoff, Messidas is going to take the opening draw. We're going to have Nathan Ward, Jeremiah Wade, and Nick Kuda up at the attack. Mr. and Mrs. Ferguson, how you doing tonight? Michael, nice to see you. Welcome back. Michael Ferguson, former Kiski alum. Played lacrosse here a couple years back. Bryce's brother. Welcome back. So we have a couple Kiski alum lacrosse players. Messidas getting ready to take the opening draw. Boone, he's going to go to the plus, and Messiah's going to set it forward. He does scoop up the ground ball, flag down, and he's going to shuffle it over to Nick Kuda. Gives it to Charlie Boone. There's a flag down, and the Cougars are going to sub in the offense. Messiahs and Scott come off. Martin and Cronin will go on to join Boone in the midfield with Ward, Wade, and Kuda on the attack. There's Charlie Boone. He gives it to Cronin. Step down shot, and he scores. Quick goal by the Cougars, 29 seconds in. and they're up 1-0 with the flag down. So Cronin gets the Cougars on the board for the second night in a row. Good pass from Boone, and Cronin had an open alley, and he buried it behind the goalkeep to give the Cougars a 1-0 lead. Looks like I didn't see the penalty, or they wipe it off. Looks like they're going to wipe off. No, they still have the penalty, so number 7's going to serve the penalty. Cougars are going to be a man up. And Ferguson's going to take the draw. Rathwell on one wing and Scott over on the other. See how we take it. Readjust the ball here. Ferguson's going to take it. He's holding him a long time. Digs it out, sends it behind him, and Rathwell scoops up the ground ball. Nice win by Ferguson, and the Cougars are going to have possession for the second possession in a row. Rathwell gets inside the box for the Cougar touch, and there's Cronin. Martin will join him. Boone's going to go in for attack, and Nick Kuda's going to sub out during the man-up. Cronin gets it blocked by number 11 of Hill Academy. Now he gives it to Boone. Back up top, Rathwell has it. Over to Ward. Now Rathwell, shot by Wade, low. Try to scooped up by Boone. Still loose on the ground. They're going to call Cougars for being in the crease. So Hill's going to take possession. 54. I don't have an active roster for Hill Academy. I have some names, but not everybody, so we'll do my best of giving names for Hill Academy. He sends it deep as they're trying to clear. They were running out of time, and OBP scoops it up for the Cougars. Now the Cougars are trying to clear. Dom Kuda feeds it in the middle for Rathwell, and he'll get across midfield for the easy clear, and he'll get down inside the box and get the touch. Doesn't look like, it's going to be evened up. So the right will join Martin and Rathwell at the midfield. We still have Boone with Ward and Wade down on the attack. So now Martin has it up on the right wing. He's going to sweep across the top. Gives it back to right. Shoots and scores! Lowen Martin sweeps to his left, feeds it back to right, and he steps down and buries one for a 2-0 Cougar lead with 9:53 left in the first quarter. Nice shot by Brennan Wright. High right over the left shoulder of the goalie, number 79. I don't have his number or his name. So ground ball through the legs from Masitis, and it's still on the ground. Still on the ground being fought for. Looked like they're going to call the Cougars on some kind of violation. I think they might have released early. So 61 has it. 61 over to 18. Rade Vignovich is going to be working the midfield defense short stick, and he didn't get it in the box in time. He only has 10 seconds to get it in the box. They didn't get it in, and that's going to be a turnover, and the Cougars are going to run down the field. Vignovich clears, gets it to Kuda, who's inside the box, and the Cougars have their touch. They're going to pull out and wait for the offense to sub out. Giattetti's going to join the attack with Wright and Rathwell in the midfield. And then Kuda's back in at attack with Wade and Ward. Kuda has it. Sends it up on the left wing to right. Into the middle for Rathwell. Now it's Giattetti. Santino sweeps over the top. Still coming to his. Now he gives it to right. Into the middle. Shot. Nice save by the goalie. Wright had a nice shooting lane. The goalie made a nice save. And they're still trying to clear. Cougars are doing a nice ride. They get it into the middle, and 18 does get it across midfield for his clear. And now he's in the box, and they got their touch. So Hill's going to set up for an offensive possession. Zach DeLauro coming in on the defense for the Cougars as the LSM. And he's going to join Mealy, OBP, and Dom Kuda as the long stick defenseman, with Giatetti and Rathwell staying on as the short stick midfielders. So Heel has it up top with 18. And they're working this right wing. 94 has it. Behind the cage to X for number 1. He's going to work on OBP. He's dodging up, brings it back up to the wing, and sends it up top for the 18. 18 is going to work on the short stick of Giatetti. He's going to force him wide. He shoots. Bounce shot. Doesn't make it to the cage. Bounces out of bounds. And Mealy was definitely closest to the ball. And the Cougars have possession. Bounce shot went out of bounds. Mealy was closest to it, so the Cougars get possession. They're looking to clear. Kuda sends it cross field for Mealy, and he's going to have to – he loses possession of the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Heel causes a turnover on the ride. Number 94 presses Mealy into a little bit of a turnover. Heel has it, and they're going to make into the box for their touch. And 68 has it up top. Gives it over to 26. Down to 92, and he sends it behind the cage for number 1. OBP is going to work defense. Sends it up to 68, and Lone Martin's going to have the defense on him. He's going to work him down, not try to let him get in the middle. Gets a screen, and Mealy picked it up. They're going to call a moving screen, and the Cougars have it. Picks it up, and there's Mealy has it, and he gets it to Rathwell. Flag's going to be down because he didn't give him 5 yards. Rathwell walks down the middle, shoots and scores. Rathwell went right down the middle of the lane, took a couple checks from the defense, had his hands free for the shot, and he makes it 3-0 Cougars with 6:40 left in the first quarter. Let's see if they're going to wave the flag off or keep the penalty. We're going to wipe the penalty. Goal was good, so the penalty's wiped. Ferguson's going to be out for the draw. Cougars are up 3-0. 6:40 left in the first quarter. Boone on one wing and Scott on the other. Ground ball fought for. Ferguson scoops it up, and he has it in his possession. He's looking to get to Kuda, and he does. Kuda's got to get it inside the box. He's being ridden, and it's stripped from him. And now it's a loose ball. Mealy comes by and scoops it up, and the ball's still loose, and now Cronin has it. Not inside, didn't get their touch in time. Heel did a nice job of pressuring the Cougars. Couldn't get into the box for their touch, and now Heel has it. And they got to work to make a clear of their own. Wade over there, and he's pressing. Now the ball's on the ground, but long stick from Hill, 54. He picks it up. And he does get inside the box for a touch. Sends it behind the cage for number 1. OBP is going to apply the pressure. Got his stick up a little bit into his face, and they're going to call him for a penalty. Flag's down, so it's going to be delayed. Vignovich and Martin in on defense, and there's a swarm of Cougars causing a loose ball. Still on the ground. Vignovich picks it up, and that'll cause a stop in play because of the penalty. 5:43 left in the first quarter. Cougars are going to go man down with a 3-0 lead. So OBP got his stick just a little high there, and he's going to have to serve a penalty. There's the shot, and that's a quick shot and score. So quick I didn't even see who had the ball. I have no idea who had that one. That's 94. 94 for the Hill Academy. If this roster is correct, his name is Devin Lampron. He is one name that I do have. So Devin Lampron scores for Hill, and now the score is 3-1 Cougars with 5:39 left in the quarter. So Hill takes advantage of the man-up possession, cutting the lead to 2. Mercedes with the face-off win, gets it to Wright, who gets down inside the box for the Cougar touch. Rathwell streaking to the net, couldn't find him, But there's Kuda. He does drive to the net, and they're not going to be able to take advantage of the numbers, and they're going to pull it out and set up the offense. Excuse me. Now Rathwell has it. He's going to work up, and he shoots and scores. Rathwell brings it out from the deep corner, works one-on-one with the defender, spins him around, gets his hands free, gets off a shot, and he puts it behind the goaltender for a 4-1 Cougar lead at 4:52 remaining in the first quarter. So Cougar answer the Hill Academy goal with a pretty quick uh, goal of their own. And Ferguson wins another draw, gets it up to Martin. He's going to get down in for the touch, and the Cougars have possession again. Kuda has it, and he's going to wait for the rest of the offense to sub in. Cronin, Boone, and Martin will be into midfield. There's Martin. He has room for a step down. He shoots and scores. They left Low Martin all by himself with plenty of room to shoot, and he took advantage of the big lane, and he put it past the goaltender for a 5-1 Cougar lead. Nice find by Cronin to get it to Martin all by himself, and he buried it. 4:32 left in the quarter, and the Cougars are taking charge with a 5-1 lead. So Mercedes scoops it forward. Still can't handle it. Now he does get possession. So Cronin, Boone, and Petnich it'll be this time into midfield. And Wade, Ward, and Kuda still at attack. Just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Petnich has it. Gives it down to Kuda. Goes behind the cage to Ward. Now Wade has it. Gives it up top for Boone. Excuse me. I got something in my throat. I'm sorry. Petnich has it. Now Boone. Boone sweeps over the top. Looks for into the middle to Ward. Gives it to. Oh, nice shot, but nice save. Low save by the goalie. Cronin tried to go low between his legs, and the goalie got down and closed that 5-hole nicely. Charlie Boone with a strip. Nice job, Charlie Boone. Hustling whole way back, riding him. Stripped the ball. Dom Kuda gets it and gives it back up to Wade, and he gets down in the box for the Cougar touch. And Martin, Rathwell, and Cronin this time will be on the midfield with Wade, Ward, and Nick Kuda at attack. 2:50 left in the quarter. Wade, no, he doesn't shoot. Now he does, and he scores. Faked the shot, got the defender to move, and then he stepped back, and then he buried one. 6-1 Cougars, 2:47 left in the first quarter. So Bryce Ferguson out. He's out for the draw. Sends it. And he does get a win. That's a big win for Ferguson. That's his 400th career face-off win. Was stripped of the ball right after it. He's going to have to stay out on defense. So he did win it initially. And then Hill Academy stripped him. Long stick number 7 still. He's working on the offense. He's going to load up. Nope. Ferguson cuts him off nicely. He doesn't let him shoot. Number 1 has it behind the cage. And he gives it up to 94. 94 was the goal scorer for the Hill Academy. He rolls it over to 68. Vignovich is going to come in on the defense for the Cougars. And he's out there with Jettetti. So Vignovich working 68. Rides him high, sends it behind the cage for 94. Shot, deflected. Mealy doing a nice job to not let that shot get to the cage. But Hill Academy backed it up, and 18 is going to put it back in play for Hill. Working on Giatetti. Stripped by Giatetti. The ball's down, and there's Waller to scoop it up. Nice defensive play by Giatetti behind the net. And it gets it up for Vignovich. He clears. Cross midfield. Gives it. No, tried to go into the middle for DeLauro. Pretty much that wasn't really a good idea. Now 7. He's loading up. Gets it over. Quick shot. Nice play by Kuda to deflect that and not let the shot get on the goal. Good defensive play by Dom Kuda to bail out the Cougars there after an ill-advised pass on the offensive end. And OBP strips number 1 of the ball. Nice play by Owen. Gives it to Waller. He sends it up for Mealy. Mealy cross midfield for Rathwell. And the Cougars get their clear, and Rathwell's in the box for the touch. Under a minute left in the quarter. 6-1 Cougars lead. Wright, Cronin, and Rathwell at the midfield. Joining Ward, Wade, and Nick Kuda on the attack. Rathwell has it out here on the left wing. Has a lot of lane, and they're just going to give it to him. He shoots and save. Rebound to Kuda. He scoops it up and gives it to Wright. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Wright's going to work on a short stick at 26. He's down the alley. Gets it in the middle for Rathwell. Tries the backward pass, shuffle shot, and went wide of the cage. Kuda has it. 20 seconds left. Brendan Wright has it. Working on a short stick. Still has it. Feeds it into the middle. Tries to get it to Wade. Couldn't scoop the pass. Went out of bounds. It's going to be 10 seconds left. And Hill Academy is going to get it on the turnover. Cougars had a lot of nice opportunities there. Just couldn't put one in. Long shot by number 7. Ball's in the middle. And Mealy scoops it. And that'll be the end of the quarter with the Cougars up 6-1. And we'll be back right after this short break. Welcome back to Donald H. Jones Stadium here at Kiski. So the Cougars start strong, and they're up 6-1 after the first quarter. Chris Rathwell leading the Cougars so far with 2 goals. Cade Cronin, Brendan Wright, Loan Martin, and Jeremiah Wade all have a goal each. Aiden Waller, a couple nice saves in net for the Cougars. And as always, Mealy, Kuda, Scott, and OBP hounding on the defensive end, making it tough for Hill Academy to get any kind of offensive flow going. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Wish you could be here with us. Mr. and Mrs. Boone, Mr. Williams is here. Jack's dad was here last night, and he's still here tonight. But Mrs. Williams, Chris, up there with Dookie. We love Dookie, huh, Eli? Oh, Eli's now on the camera. They switched, so they're taking shifts. So we have new camera. So if anybody notices the difference between the camera work of the first quarter and the camera work of the second quarter, just understand we had Braden McNally working in the first quarter, and now Eli is in the second quarter. So if anything is wrong here, just let us know, because we know Eli struggles from time to time. No, I'm just kidding, Eli. Eli does a nice job up here. Polish Power, how you doing? All right. So Messidas out to take the draw to start the second quarter, and he's not still on the ground, but Kuda is going to be there to scoop it up for the face-off win for the Cougars. He gives it to Wade, and now they're going to hustle off and shuffle in the offense. Loan Martin, Cade Cronin will join Charlie Boone at the midfield, and Nathan Ward, Jeremiah Wade, and Nick Kuda will remain at the attack. There's Now Wade has it up top, looking to get his hands free. Still can't get it free. Bounce shot, backed up, and they're going to say Hill Academy was closest to the ball on the backup, and they're going to have it and put it in play. Gives it to the goalie, number 79. Cougars have been doing a nice job on the ride, making it hard for Hill to clear tonight, and there's looks like they're still doing that. Goalie still has the ball, running out of time, still hasn't got it across midfield. And the Cougars are doing a real nice job. They do get it across to number 18. He's inside the box for their touch, and Hill Academy will now set up the offense. 61 has it up top with 68 and 18, 92, 1, and 94, all on the offensive zone for Hill Academy. Number 1 has it behind the cage at X. OBP providing the defense. Stepped in the crease. Nice job by the Cougars, forcing a turnover, and Charlie Boone's going to run it, and he clears midfield, and he's inside the box for the Cougar touch. Andy Scott's up top, but he gives it to Wade, and he's going to come off and let Brennan Wright sub in and get the rest of the offense on the field. So Boone comes off. Giattetti's on. Cronin's going to come off. Brennan Wright's going on. Now we got Rathwell joining also. So we have Rathwell, Giattetti, and Wright at the midfield. Giattetti has it. He's going to give it to Rathwell up top. Swings it back over to Giattetti on the right side. He's going to work on the short stick. He gets around him. Spins back, gives it to Rathwell. Rathwell looking to evade. Loses his footing, but he gets up and gives it down to Ward. Ward sweeps over the top. Nothing there. Hill's doing a nice job of cutting off the lanes. Ward does shoot. Goes wide of the cage, backed up by Wade, and the Cougars are going to maintain possession. Wade puts it back in play. Gives it off to the right side for Ward. Ward's going to bring it up to the right top, and he's got the alley. Shoots wide, just wide. Backed up by Kuda. And the Cougars still have possession. Kuda looking to dodge from X. Being ridden hard by 11. Spins back, goes back around the cage, gets a little bit of a screen from Wade, gives the ball to Ward. Ward's going to sweep up over the top, gives it to Rathwell. That's Giattetti. He got free, shot a bounce shot, missed the cage, but backed up by the Cougars, Wade, and he puts it back in play. He sweeps, shoots. Nice save by 79. 79 is doing a nice job for Hill Academy, keeping them in the game with some nice saves here. And we're going to have a timeout. He called. So Hill Academy calls a timeout. They were stuck down there on the defensive end for a long time. Cougars were doing a nice job of cycling the ball around, getting some nice open looks. Just couldn't put one past the goaltender. 79. And he's doing a nice job in there keeping Hill Academy in the game. Cougars putting some big pressure on. So 9 minutes left in the half. Once again, this is our last home game of the season. And we have quite a bit of seniors taking the field here for the last time tonight. And sometimes that's a sad day for us, you know. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. So some of those seniors are really leading the way. I think we We got quite a few seniors. Rathwell's a senior. He has 2 goals tonight. Lowe Martin's a senior. He has a goal. Jeremiah Wade, another senior, has a goal. Brennan Wright, senior, he has a goal. So 5 out of the 6 goals scored by seniors. Mealy, Scott, Dom Kuda. The defense is all seniors. Waller is in goal tonight. He's a senior. Jack Williams, he was in goal last night. He's a senior. Messidas, face-off guy, he's a senior. Nathan Ward. So Jettetti has it. Gives it to Ward. Ward comes over the top for Rathwell. Now Brennan Wright. Brennan Wright looking at goal line extended. Can't get free. Into the middle for Jettetti. He shoots and scores. Nice cut from Jettetti into the middle, and Wright finds him on the doorstep. And Santino Jettetti, the spaghetti bender, puts one home for a 7-1 Cougar lead. Santino. Sometimes I call him the Raging Bull. You ever see the movie Raging Bull, Miss Hughes, with Robert De Niro? So Santino is starting to get that little bit of a boxer look. Santino works hard in the weight room, so he's getting. His grandfather makes sense. His grandfather was a boxer. How about that? So, talked about it in class. Okay, so Ferguson does pick up the ground ball on the face-off, and he scoops it up for Charlie Boone. And here comes Boone on the break. Looking for Kuda. Kuda shoots. Hit, scores. Bounce shot from Nick Kuda. Beats the goalie for an 8-1 Cougar lead. Ferguson did a nice job of winning that faceoff. Scooped it to Charlie Boone. And Charlie Boone does Charlie Boone things, knowing what to do with it. He gets it to the open man Kuda. Puts the bounce shot past the goalie. And the Cougars are up 8-1 with 8:23 left in the half. Messidas out for the next draw. Scoops it forward. Ball still on the ground. He does pick it up, and he gets the face-off win. Now, nice interception by 61 as Messidas was trying to get it over to Wade. But 61, a Hill Academy intercepted that pass, and they're going to have possession. They're still looking to clear, though. Cougars on the ride. They do clear over, and 61 gets inside the box for Hill Academy touch. Now they're going to set up the offense. 61 has it up to 18. Just under 8 minutes left in the half. Cougars up 8-1. Going to roll it on the ground over to 68. DeLauro in there on the defense this time. Vignovich. Looks like Petnich. So Jacob Petnich, number 4, Vignovich applying the pressure. Number 1 has it behind the cage. Back to 18. 18 down the alley. Doubled by, nice job by Petnich to come. And Cougars out hustle Hill Academy for the ball. Mealy and Waller hustling to get the possession for the Cougars. And Mealy sends it across field for OBP. He's being pressured by number 1, and he's going to give it back to Waller. Waller sends it in the middle for Lone Martin. He's just going to use his legs and get clear for the Cougars, and he's going to get down into the box. He's going to pull it over for Kuda, and now he sets it up for Cronin. And Charlie Boone's going to join the party on the offensive end with Lone Martin and Cronin, Wade Ward, and Nick Kuda. Nick Kuda has it over on the side, up for Cronin. Charlie Boone up top. Now Martin, high right. He's got the short stick. Going to look, sweep over the top. Gives it back for Cronin. Cronin, step down, shot, save. Ball's in the middle, scooped up, sent out for, and Lone Martin's on the spot to pick it up. Gives it back to Cronin. Now Jeremiah Wade. Over to Nathan Ward. Ward. Well, I thought he was going to let that one rip, but he didn't. Now Boone walks down the alley. Gives it back for Cronin. Cronin up top to Wade. Behind the cage for Kuda. Can't handle it cleanly, but he does scoop it up. And now he's getting around from around the cage. Whole way out. Shoots a bounce shot and scores. Nick Kuda didn't handle the pass right away. Fought the pressure from the defender. Shot a bounce shot as he's falling down. And puts the Cougars on the board again. And it's 9-1. 5:56 left in the half. And that's Nick Kuda, second of the day. 2 in a row for Kuda. Giving the Cougars an 8-goal lead at 9-1. So Ferguson out for the draw. Matt Hart in the game for the Cougars. He's going to be on the LSM wing over here. Ferguson sends it forward. Ball still on the ground. They're going to call him for being a little bit of aggressive there. And Hill Academy is going to have the ball. 64 runs back, scoops it up, and he has possession. Matt Hart's going to apply the defense for the Cougars. 64 does get down and across. They still haven't got their touch. And now they do. 94 touches for Hill Academy, and he gives it back to 68. So Rathwell and Vignovic, 94, nice pass. That was a nice give and go. But the Cougar defense was there to shut it off. OBP, nice help defense by OBP to stop that give and go attempt. 61 has it up top. Works there, nice. There's Mealy. 61 wanted to shoot it, but Mealy got in the way right in time. Cut off that shooting lane. And Hill Academy just can't get a shot off as the Cougar defense is just pressuring and cutting off passing and shooting lanes. And they're really on their game tonight. Mealy sends it up for Dom Kuda, and he clears midfield. And he's going to take it the whole way down in, feeds it over to his brother. It looked like he wanted to shoot and give his twin brother Dom an assist there, but he pulled it out and let the offense sub in. So Santino, Gitetti gives it back to Rathwell, over for Wright. Wright's on the left wing. Gets a screen from Rathwell. Over the top. Nope, spins. He's being held. Flag's down. Ball's loose. Kicked away. Wright picks it up. Flag down for the hold. They're going to call it. It'll be delayed penalty. Now Ward's going to work. Gets a little bit of a screen. He's over the top. He gets his hands free. Shoots off the pipe. And it's going to bounce out of bounds. And that'll bring a dead ball. Penalty will be called. Nathan Ward shot a rocket there. Just hit the pipe and didn't get it in the goal. But the Cougars are going to be man up with 3:48 left in the half and a 9-1 lead. Lowen Martin, Chris Rathwell, Cade Cronin with Boone, Ward, and Wade as the man up unit out there for the Cougars. Cronin has it. Now Boone, back to Cronin. Over to Martin. Ward shoots. Saved by the goalie. Ward tried to beat him high. And the goalie, number 79, was up to the task, making a save. Everest still having a hard time clearing. They do get to clear. Still hasn't got the touch, though. And Rathwell providing the defense. Still hasn't got the touch. Now it's in the box. 61 does get the touch for Hill. They're going to have 3 minutes to work the offense before the half. Cougars up 9-1. Number 18 has it up top. Hill finally gets their whole offense subbed in. Looks like 26 is going to join 18, 92, 61, 94, and 1. Now number 92 has it. Kuda switched off. Rathwell has him. Oh, nice pass from 92 to a cutting 61 on the doorstep, and he beats Waller for a goal. And it's now 9-2 Cougars. Nice offensive play there from Hill Academy. 92 finds a cut in number 61, and he puts it in for a Hill Academy goal. 9-2 Cougars, 2:26 left in the half. And Messitis out to take the draw for the Cougars. Sends it between his legs. Charlie Boone tried to scoop it, didn't get it originally, but now he does have it. He's on the break. Charlie Boone coming down the lane. Gets it to Wade. Oh, and he shoots and scores. Charlie Boone, once again, leading the break, finds the open man, Jeremiah Wade, and he puts his second of the day in for a 10-2 Cougar lead. Once again, the Cougars answer a goal given up with a quick responding goal and put the lead back at 8, 10-2. Ferguson out for the draw. Charlie Boone, he's good at leading that break. Ferguson wins the clamp. Still no possession. Ball is still loose, and there's on the doorstep, and here's a bounce shot by 92. Once the Hill Academy got possession, they made quick use there. Found 92 on the doorstep, and he put a bounce pass between Waller's legs, or bounce shot, I should say, between Waller's legs. 2:04 left in the half, and it's 10-3 Cougars. So a couple quick goals each way, and it's 10-3. 2:04 left in the half. Messitis sends it between his legs, and Cronin's going to scoop it up for the face-off win. He's going to get it across midfield for the clear. And Kuda gets it inside the box for the Cougar touch. Sends it behind the cage for Ward. Ward, Wade, and Nick Kuda are joined at midfield by, on the doorstep, Wade is stopped. Kuda found Wade all alone on the doorstep. Tried a spinning shot low. And 79 a Hill makes the save. And Hill's coming down on transition the other way. Mealy putting pressure on. Makes Hill pull out and slow it up a little bit. Minute 15 and counting. 10-3 Cougars. So Vignovich on the field with Boone as the short stick defenders. Matt Hart out there with Kuda, OBP, and Mealy as the long sticks. So up top, 26 has it. Now 68. Cougars have went into a little bit of a zone. 40 seconds left in the half. 68 has it up top. 68 still has it. Now 92. 92 working on Vignovich. Double teamed by Dom Kuda. Ball went on the ground, but 92 scoops it back up. He gets it, tries to, nice. He forced the bad pass. Waller gets it, and here comes Boone. 9 seconds left. Can't get it to Wade. Overthrows. Ward has it. Gets it into the middle. Tried to get it to Vignovich, but the pass was not able to connect. And that'll bring it into the half with the Cougars up 10-3. And we'll be back right after this short break. Go on out and get yourself a couple snacks. And come on back for the rest of the half. So welcome back here to Donald H. Jones Stadium at Kiski. We still have about 8 minutes left in the half. Cougars are up 10-3 against the Hill Academy from Ontario. Highlights of the first half so far. Jeremiah Wade, Chris Rathwell, and Nick Kuda all with 2 goals for the Cougars. And then Cade Cronin, Brennan Wright, Lowen Martin, and Santino Gitetti all with 1 goal each. The defense led by the 3 seniors, Scott, Mealy, and Dom Kuda, causing turnovers. Charlie Boone doing a nice job of leading the break. Doesn't have a goal, but quite a few assists. Finding people wide open on the doorstep. So Cougars will next be in action on Friday. Next Friday, the Cougars will be traveling for the, where'd that, yeah, I got it. So next Friday, the Cougars are traveling to, oh, it says to be determined. How about that? It's in Maryland. We're playing at Loyola University of Loyola University in Maryland. We're playing Friday and Saturday. I believe Friday we're playing. They did say the school, but I can't remember. And then Saturday we're playing Perkiomen, I believe again. So the Cougars will be in action next Saturday. It's the last home game of the year, and we would just like to thank everybody for joining. We would like to thank everybody for joining us all year and making these broadcasts as fun as they are. Isn't that right, Adam? You're saying, how can they make it at home? How can they make it fun for me? Right? Is that what you're asking? So I said to them at home, thanks for joining us and making it fun, right? So how can they make it fun, right? They're at home. They're listening to us. That's how it makes it fun for me, right? Because I know I got ears listening to me, right? Right. Well, and then they send in comments too. I think we do have a way of checking that, right? I think we did have a way of checking comments and all that. Again, I'm not the technical person up in the booth. I just talk. Braden, you're the most technical guy here, I think, right? Well, he guesses so. What do you think, Adam? You think Braden's more technical than you? Probably. All right. What about Eli? Eli doesn't. Eli's not very technical either. Braden's searching it up. Look, he's already on the keyboard. He can figure out anything. So we'd like to also welcome today. Cougars have a couple visitors here today. Eli, did you know that? Adam, did you know we have a couple visitors here today? Adam, you know. Adam, you know. Eli, did you know we have 3 visitors here today? We got some visitors down here. Max Soderstrom, Josh Logan, and Carter Waldron. They're visiting us here today on campus. I believe they're prospective, hopefully they're future Cougars. What do you think, Adam? Be nice if they would be future Cougars, huh? Oh, absolutely, he says. You know, the best thing about this senior class here for the lacrosse team is there's a lot of guys that have been here for three years. Well, Nick and Dom have been here for 4 years. The Mealy's a 3-year guy. Jack Williams is a three-year guy. Nathan Ward is a 3-year guy. Lowen Martin is a 3-year guy. Absolutely. Who? Matt Hart's 3rd year here. So we have ZD's a 3rd year here, but he's only a junior right now. Um, you know, so who else? Bryce Ferguson's 3rd year here. This is Charlie Boone's 2nd year, but he's only a junior. And then who else do we have that's been here for a while? Cade Cronin's 2nd year. Waller, 2nd year. Andy Scott, 2nd year. Ian Smith, that's his 3rd year. So Killian's 3rd year. Ryan Mealy's 3rd year. So the thing about it is they've been here for 3 years, and they benefit from being here for 3 years. That's the nice thing about the lacrosse thing is, and they've contributed for 3 years. It's not like they've been here for 3 years waiting their time to play. They've played all 3 or 4 years. Dom Kuda's been on the field for all 4 years. Brian Mealy, he's started all 3 years, and so it's not come to Kiski, stand on the sidelines for 2 years waiting your time. It's come to Kiski and you can help us right away, and you can be on a team that's going to put up some points and be successful. And by the time you get here for your 3rd year, you can have some real nice success. So minute 30 left here in the half. Sun's still shining. Adam, so I know the people at home doesn't really have much to do about the lacrosse game here, but today is my older brother's birthday, Adam. Yeah, happy birthday, Brother John. Brother John's up in New York. So Brother John is now 53 years old. I think you and I were talking about this yesterday. So my brother John is now 53 years old, and for 5 days we were both 52 years old. So I turned 52 on Sunday, and my brother was still 52 until today, and now today he turns 53. So no, he didn't play lacrosse. He was a football player, and that's about all. Brother John works on the power lines. He's a lineman for the electric lines. So happy birthday, Brother John. You know. I know he's not listening. I know he's not listening, but I still had to say happy birthday to him. You know what I mean? Nah, yeah, I know. He doesn't care. Nah. Yeah, he care. No, he cares. Brother John takes care of me. Brother John he's awesome. So here we are to start the second half, and it'll be Ferguson out to take the draw with Cronin and looks like maybe DeLauro out there on the wing, and Ferguson with a clean win, and he's going to send it back to Williams in the goal. It looked like the sun got in his eye on that pass as he had a hard time bringing it in. OBP's running up the field. Still got to get it across for the clear, and he does. He gets it to Mealy. Mealy, he brings it long stick, and he shoots. Nice save by 79, but there's a flag down. So red was offsides, and the Cougars are going to be man up 30 seconds into the half. So Kuda's going to sub out, and it'll be Charlie Boone joining Wade and Ward on the attack with Cronin, Martin, and Rathwell at the midfield on the man-up unit. There's Rathwell in the middle. Gives it to Boone. They're awful close together. There's a flag down as Martin took a whack across the face. There's Rathwell to Ward. Sends it behind the cage to Wade. Wade shoots and scores. Wade put a little hesitation, and then he let it rip, giving the Cougars an 11-3 lead. Flag down with the rake across the face. So Cougars are going to maintain the man-up advantage. We'll have to have a face-off, though, and it's Matt Hart over on the far side as the LSM stick. Chris Rathwell will be on the wing on this near side. So Mercedes taking a draw. Mercedes sends it between his legs, and Rathwell runs in, scoops it up, and has possession. He's being held, but he fights through it, and he's on the break. Leading the break, down the alley, pulls it up. He's going to let the man-up unit get in the game. Sends it over to Cronin. Cronin now to Ward. Ward gives it to Martin. Back to Cronin. There's Rathwell. Rathwell on the doorstep for Boone. Boone shoots and scores. Rathwell finds Boone walking all alone by the cage, and Boone puts it in for a 12-3 Cougar lead. Flag down. Misconduct being called by the official on the Hills Academy, and the Cougars are going to continue on the man up. So was I wrong? Was it not a goal? Was it a goal? So why is there not a face-off then? Yeah, but I've never seen that before though. So I'm not sure what. I'm guessing that was so it's 12-3 Cougars. I've actually never seen that. That's a first for me for lacrosse. I'm not sure. So the Cougars are 6-on-6, and they start with possession after penalty. I guess so. Instead of putting them a man down, they just give the Cougars the possession. That's, again, the first time I've ever seen that. But, again, I'm not exactly sure of all the rules. Cronin now has it. He spins and gives it back to Rathwell. Sweeps over the top. Now he's down the middle. Shoots. Save. And Rathwell is denied on the doorstep after he runs down the alley. Ward looking to strip. Can't. And Hill Academy gets the clear, and they're inside the box for their touch. 18 has it. Vignovich is going to have to hustle in, and he does. But 92 has it on the doorstep. Bounce shot, and he beats Williams, and he cuts the lead to 12-4. So 92 got a nice feed. He was in close, took a couple steps in, shot a bounce shot, and beats Williams. And the score is now 12-4 Cougars. 9:36 left in the third quarter. Ferguson out for the draw. Brennan Wright on one wing. Matt Hart on the far side with the LSM wing. There's being fought for. Ground ball. Still in the air. Still loose. Nobody has possession. Now Red has possession, but they lose it. And there's White's going to have it because Red played without the stick. Tries to come over the top, stripping Wright, but he not successful in that move. Wright gets down inside the box for the Cougar touch. Gives it back to Jettetti. Jettetti now gives it to Ward. Petnich. Oh, he was cutting down the alley. Ward didn't see him. But Petnich is going to join the midfield attack of Jettetti and Wright. Wright gives it behind the cage for Kuda. Kuda now to Wade. Goes up top for Jettetti. Gets a screen. Doesn't use it. And he sweeps over the top and gives it to Brendan Wright. Brendan Wright gives it back to Jacob Petnich. He's going to try to work down the alley. Shoots. Bounce shot saved. Nice save on the low bounce shot from Petnich. And here comes Hill on the fast break. They're in transition, and they got numbers. 34 leading the break. Gets it to 94. Cut off nicely by OBP, and there's a save by Jay Willie. Nice defense by OBP to force the shot from the outside. Jay Willie saw it all the way, makes a save. And let's give Dookie a treat for that one. So Cronin has it. Martin and Boone going to join the midfield attack with Wade, Ward, and Nick Kuda still at the attack down low. Cronin's going to get it up top, give it over to Martin. Martin's going to work on the short stick, runs down the alley, doesn't shoot, looked like he wanted to, but he held up. Gives it back to Cronin, now to Boone. Boone looking to dodge, gets down, nope, doesn't get over the top. Now, Cronin shot one in 79 with another big save. Cronin had a wide open shot there. Shot one in 79, was up to the task once again. 79's having a nice game in there. 18 gets it down into the box, and he has a touch. Gives it up top for 61. 7 minutes and counting left in the third quarter. 94 has it up here on the right wing for Hill Academy. Sends it up top for 26 and gives it over to 18. They're going to switch positions, and 18 still has it. Tried a little hidden ball trick, it looked like Adam. Did you see that? See how he flipped it up and then he caught it to himself? Adam? No. Cronin providing good defense up top. Hill Academy just can't get anything into the middle. Cougars have been playing nice defense all day. OBP, good defense. Mealy up top. They haven't really been even trying. Now they're going to try to work on Mealy. He gets his 94, still has it. He runs down the alley. Bounce shot, misses. And Andy Scott, hustle, nice hustle by Andy Scott. But Hill Academy was closest to the ball, and they're going to keep possession. Sends it up top for 18. Cougars have been on defense for a long time here. Cronin providing a D. Rolled out of it. Gives it over to 26. Sends it behind the cage for 1. 1 works on OBP. Strips him. Nice job by OBP. Put the little can opener down. Pooh! Stripped them the ball. And the Cougars have it. Here comes Jack Williams. He's got some wheels, and he's just running it. Gets it a clear. Sends it over to Wade. Wade over to Kuda. Looked like Jay Willie was heading to the cage. He wanted to get a return pass for a goal on the last senior day game. But the Hill Academy defense was having none of it. And Kuda also thought better of that. He probably knew if he tried to throw that back to Jack Williams, Coach Spawn was probably going to have him on the sideline. So Rathwell's going to have it up top, and he's going to work on the short stick 18. He gets around him easily, sends it to Cronin. Step down. Oh, low save by 79. And Cronin, and here comes Hill Academy on transition. Martin, he's going to get called for the foul. So number 79 with another big save on a low shot from Cronin. Keeping the score at 12-4. And the Cougars are going to have to fight off a penalty, being down a man. Martin was hustling back, Tried to get a strip and just got a little aggressive with it, and they caught him with his hand in the cookie jar. And Hill Academy's going to be man up. 26 has it. Now up top for 94. Over to 18. Number 1 back to 18. 94 up top. On the doorstep for 1. Quick shot. Over the cage. They said Hill Academy was closest to it, and they're going to retain possession. 94 has it. Penalties wiped out. Shot wide of the cage, and the Cougars are evened up. Nick Kuda's going to join the defensive end. He's going to follow 18 behind the cage. 18's going to dodge from X. Kuda providing a defense. So we have both Kuda brothers out there on the defense. Nice save by Williams on the doorstep. Picked up by Scott. Tries to shuffle it to DeLauro. Ball still loose. Charlie Boone picks it up, and here he comes on the break. Boone down the alley, shoots it, scores! Charlie Boone picks up the loose ball, takes it the distance, and puts it in for a 13-4 Cougar lead with 3:42 left in the third quarter. Boy, I get excited sometimes. You know that. I said, so good strip on the defensive end by the Cougars. After killing off the penalty, big save by Williams, leads the break. Charlie Boone puts it in for a 13-4 Cougar lead. 3:42. And they're going to call Mercedes on a false start and give the ball to the Hill Academy. Hill Academy is going to put it in play. 68 has it up top. Brennan Wright out on the defensive end. Ian Smith joining them for the Cougars. Hill Academy did get the touch. Now 18 working on Wright. Gets around him. Shot wide of the cage. 18 worked around Wright. Got a shot off. Wide of the cage. But Hill still has it. Now 18 up top. It's going to work on Ian Smith. Down the alley. Going to keep him wide. Good defense by Smith. Ooh, tried to get the ball back to 68. Was deflected. Now there's a shot saved by Jay Willie. 92 had a shot, and Williams with the save. Stripped by Kuda. Ball on the ground. There's Dom Kuda. He's good at that. Mealy, Kuda. Their ball is on the sideline. Still on the loose. There's still loose. Nobody wants to pick it up. And there's Jack Williams. Finally does scoop it up, and he's looking to get away. And he does get it to Brennan Wright. And he leads the break up for Wade on the clear. He's going to have to just slow it up, get into the box for the touch. 2:20 and counting. Third quarter, Cougars up 13-4. And now Jettetti, Wright, and Rathwell at the midfield with Wade, Ward, and Nick Kuda on the attack. Rathwell up top. Gives it over to Jettetti. Jettetti's going to work on the short stick. Ooh, took one into the face. Gets around. Now Nathan Ward. Nathan Ward with a step down from about 10 yards out. Gives the Cougars a 10-goal lead at 14-4. Multiple flags on the ground. We'll see if those penalties are going to stick or they're just going to wave them off. 1:55 left in the third quarter. The Cougars up 14-4. Nathan Ward with a rocket, his first of the day. I believe Nathan Ward's dad was here last night, so I'm almost positive that Mr. Ward is here. So, yes, Hill Academy will be man down. Ferguson out for the draw, and Rathwell on the wing. Number 26, he scoops it up. Nice win by 26 of Hill Academy. And they're going to have to kill off a man down penalty. 54. Big defense by Rathwell. And he pushed him to the ground, and they're going to call Rathwell on a penalty there. Got a little aggressive. Rode to 54, the long stick, straight to the ground. Carter Frost was the player for, he's one of the names I actually have, Braden. Carter Frost. He's one of the ones I actually have. So now it's going to be 5-on-5. Hill Academy has possession, and they might just wait until their penalty's over to go man up. 94 has it way up top, and he's on Andy Scott. See if he's looking to go down the alley. Still has it. Shot. Jack Williams makes another save. Andy Scott has it. Gives it across the field to OBP. OBP leading the break. Got guy on his back, and he shakes him off and gives it to Cronin, who touches for the Cougars. Charlie Boone has it, and they're just going to wait for the offense to sub in. Lowen Martin has it, and Nick Kuda's going to join in with Boone, Martin, Cronin, Wade, and Ward. Cronin up top. Over to Martin. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Martin shoots wide. Backed up by Kuda. Cougars put it in. Now Boone has it. Boone going to go to the other side of the field. And he's on the short stick. He's down the alley. Straight down the alley. Shoots wide of the net. And Ward will have it. Ward gives it to Wade. Up top for Cronin. Over to Martin. Martin has it. 12 seconds left. He's going to have to go. He's down to the alley. Gives it over to Cronin. Cronin steps, shoots, and scores! Lowen Martin feeds it back to Cronin on the right side. And he puts it in for another Cougar goal, and it's 15-4. 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Cougars. Cade Cronin, his second goal of the day. Grandma and Grandpap, making you happy. All right. Welcome back. Grandma and Grandpap had to take a couple games off from being with us. They made it back. And they made it back. Cade's getting a nice game tonight. Here's Brennan Wright, and that's an end to the quarter. So after 3, Cougars are up 15-4, and we'll be back right after this short break. So welcome back to Donald H. Jones Stadium here at Kiski. Cougars up 15-4 heading into the fourth quarter. Last home game of the season. Hill Academy from Ontario, Canada, came down for the trip. So after Waller played the first half for the Cougars, Waller being a senior. Jack Williams came in the second half. He's going to finish out. Well, we'll see. He's out there. This is his last home game of his career also. No running clock. Will be no running clock tonight. So Jay Willie's going to go out, take the field. Rory, my man Rory down there helping. Always helping. Thanks, Rory. We see you. We see the work you do, Rory. Rory, you're the best. You're the best helper we've ever had, Rory. We appreciate you. I bet you all the grandmas out there watching, seeing Rory on the camera, probably want to come up and give him big hugs and kisses. Like, oh yeah, pinch his cheeks. So Ferguson wins the draw, gets it up to right, and he's down inside for the touch. And Rathwell and Jettetti will join the offensive attack. Rathwell has it up top. Over to Jettetti. He bobbles it a little bit, but scoops it up. Sweeps over the top. Doubled. Tries to force a pass into the middle to Rathwell. Can't get it there, but now there's a ground ball being fought for, and Jeremiah Wade has it. 54 applying some good pressure on him, but he spins out of it and gives it back to Jettetti. Jettetti behind the cage on the goal line extended here. Now Ward's going to bring it out. Shoots! And 79 makes the save. So Ward had an open shot. He took it. 79 makes another save. And now he goes to the box. Can't handle the pass, 18. But he does. He had plenty of time to get it. As it was just over midfield out of Nathan Ward's reach. So number 1 has it behind the cage. Over to 94. Up to 61. Here comes 68 joining the attack. He's going to work on right. He's going to go down this left lane, and Wright's going to force him wide. He spins back, spins again. Double team, triple team. Good defense by the Cougars. Jettetti steps up. Saved by Williams. So Williams makes a big save there. And give Dookie some treats. And here comes Rathwell. And he's in the box. Rathwell down the lane, shoots off the crossbar, ball high. 7 for Hill, gets it, and he's being pressured. Ward strips it, and Wade picks it. We got to make that a saying. Ward strips it, and Wade picks it, huh? Flag down. Put that on a T-shirt, somebody. So Wade has it up top, gives it to Boone. Over to Martin, back to Boone. Now Wade. Cronin joining them also. Nick Kuda and Nathan Ward. Kuda at the X. He dodges. Looking for a cutter, can't find one. Flag is down, so we got a delayed penalty coming. Bobbled a little bit by Wade. He scoops it up, gets free. Still down the lane. Shoots and scores. Jeremiah Wade fights off the pressure. Gets free. Takes a little bit of a jump shot right over the shoulder of the goaltender. And that's Jeremiah's 4th of the day, giving the Cougars a 16-4 lead. 9:12 left in the game. What's that? Oh, so Adam says, Grandma Wade, we know you're watching, and you sending the good luck charm. Right, Adam? All right, Adam. Adam's Grandma Wade. We know you're watching. We love you. So Masaitis, big face-off win. Petnich out there with him, and now he's stripped. And Hill Academy has it. Ball's loose on the ground. 54 is going to get it, and Arrow got some numbers. And Harrington, nice job of hustling in to stop the cutter 92 from the timeout red. So 92 was cutting hard from the box, and Denny Harrington, first time in the game, hustled to stop that and make him Hill pull out and call a timeout. So 8:51 left in the game with the Cougars up 16-4. Starting to chill off here a little bit. What do you think, Adam? It's nice. Is this comparable to Poland? The weather? So the weather here is comparable to where you're from? Basically the same all year round? Not all year round. Winters here are colder than there? Oh, not like Canada, he says. Oh, Adam. Oh, you taking a big graduation trip? Where at? You going to Italy, huh? Where at? Naples. Yeah. Yeah, I have been to Naples. Did you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was nice. I actually spent New Year's Eve in Naples, Italy, 1994, going into 95. Yep. How about that, Adam? Yeah. It's crazy, huh? Yeah, New Year's in Italy. It was wild. Wild time. It's a wild time. I had fun. So Hill Academy has it, and they put it back in play. DeLauro pressuring. Rathwell, and they're forcing them wide. Still forcing them wide. Rathwell pushing them still wide. 94. Working on DeLauro. He's been running for a while. They're just looking to work off the rest of their penalty. So the Cougars are up a man. That's why Hill's just running around here. OBP forces a bad pass. Can't get there in time, and 26 picks it up. Looks like they're going to have a little bit of numbers now. And he gets it back to 18. Shot and score. So OBP overextended a little bit on the defense. Didn't get the turnover that he was hoping for, and it created a scoring chance for Hill. And they took advantage of it, cutting the lead to 16-5 with 8:02 left in the game. So OBP was putting on some pressure. Looked like he was going to get the turnover. Didn't happen, and it caused a little bit of a breakdown in the defense because once Hill got the ball back, they had a little bit of a man-up advantage because OBP was out of position. You know what I mean, Adam? But being up 12 goals, you can kind of take that. Ball's loose and nobody knows where it's at. Now 35 picks it up. 35 gets it over to 34. And now he gets it to 94. And again, I apologize for not having the names, but they gave me a roster that wasn't accurate. So 68 gives it to 26. He bobbles it the pass back from 26. And Petnich causing a ground ball. He's forcing him wide. Good defense by Petnich. Works him the whole way behind the cage. Double team by Kuda. And there's Matt Hart to intercept it. Good stick, Matt Hart. Gives it to Dom Kuda. Feeds a long pass up for Petnich, and he can't run it down. But Nick Kuda's going to scoop it up, and he's going to work it down and get inside the box for the Cougar touch. Looking for numbers, but there's nothing there, so he's going to slow it up a little bit. Our hometown mock and hop on the field with Ian Smith and Petnich. Now mock and hop has it. Over on the left wing. Going to work on the short stick. Tries to go down the alley. He's cut off. Kuda has it. Kuda. Back up top for Ian Smith. Smith, 2 goals last night. Late. Now Ward. Ward has the short stick of 68. Trying to get his hands free. He does. Bounce shot. Over to goal. Backed up by Kuda. The Cougars are going to have it. 6 minutes left in the game. 16-5 lead. Mockenhop has it. Sends it up top for Petnich. Petnich sweeps over the top. Continuing to come this way. Gives it to Ward. Behind the cage for Wade. He comes back up to the right. To shut and score. Same move he had down on this end. Faked it back down like he was giving him a little spin. Jeremiah Wade. Jeremiah Wade, number 22. He pulled that same move down here that he did just right there. Faked one way, got the defender to commit. Then he spun back around and gets a shot off. Giving the Cougars a 17-5 lead. Ferguson with the face-off win for the Cougars. And Wade's going to get it in the box. Cougars have their touch. Ward has it. Petnich is going to join the offense again. James Kendall, number 7 in the game for the Cougars. Mockenhop, Petnich, and Kendall up top. Mockenhop gets around a defender, but then he's stripped. Ball on the ground, and Hill Academy comes away with it. Bad pass, and it's going to go out of bounds, and the Cougars are going to get it back on the turnover. So the Cougars have it. Wade has it. He's going to work on the short 11. Gives it over to Petnich. Got to get a touch. Got to get the touch. And he does get the touch. I don't think the Cougars realized what the situation was there. Now Kendall has it up top. 4:40 and counting. So Nate Croson goes in, subbed out. Jay Willie ends his home Cougar career. And there's Kuda. Back up top for Mockenhop. Mockenhop down the alley. Sends a pass for Wade. Can't handle it cleanly, but does turn around and picks it up. Gives it to Ward. Ward gets a screen from Wade. Goes back the other way. From the X. Dodges. Still dodging. No, he's just working around, trying to waste some time. Still has it in his stick. Sends it out for Wade. Wade steps down, shoots a high riser. Way off goal, but backed up by Kuda. And the Cougars are going to keep possession. 3:53 left in the game. Now Petnich has it. Petnich sweeping over the top. Still has it. Gives the pass to Ward. Ward circling around. Gets knocked to his knees, but gives the pass to Nick Kuda. Kuda has it. Gives it back to Ward. Over for James Kendall. Kendall trying to get free. Gets free and shoots and scores. James Kendall fights through the traffic. Gets his hands free. And he puts one in for a Cougar goal. 18-5 Cougars. 3:24 left in the game. James Kendall. Nice shot. So Kendall took a couple sticks to the face, drew the penalty, worked down the lane, got his hands free, and bounced one past the goalie for an 18-5 Cougar lead. And the Cougars are going to be man up after the penalty. So face-off win There's DeLauro. He shoots and scores! Zach DeLauro loads up the long stick and makes it 19-5. DeLauro found himself wide open in the middle. Petnich got him the ball, and he let it rip. ZD. 19-6 Cougars. 3:14 left in the game. Ferguson with the draw. Man, 26 did a nice job of fighting there, and he gets possession for the Hill Academy. Up to 61. Now 94 has it, and they have their touch. 3 minutes left in the game. 19-5 Cougars. 18 has it. Gives it over to 68. Latimer in the game, number 18 for the Cougars. Ferguson stays in on the defense. Ball passed to the middle. Didn't see it coming. Denny Harrington got a little aggressive. Pushes the guy to the ground. And it's going to keep the ball in possession of Hill Academy. So Harrington still working defense. Nice job. OBP helping him out. And there's timeout red. So Harrington, OBP, and Matt Hart surrounded the Hill Academy player, forcing Hill Academy to take their timeout. And that's the last one they had. And there's 2:24 left in the game. And the Cougars are up 19-5. Jeremiah Wade, big game with 5 goals. Oh, you're all right. To lead the Cougars tonight. And then Cronin and Nick Kuda and Charlie Boone with 2, and Chris Rathwell with 2 each. Martin, Jettetti, Ward, Kendall, and ZD, Zach DeLauro, all with 1 each. So Nate Croson going to finish it out for the Cougars. Hey, one thing did come out today, didn't it? One other thing for Kiski Lacrosse guy. I think we had somebody on the Kiski Lacrosse. Charlie Boone. Charlie Boone got named head prefect for next year today. So Mr. Boone, Mrs. Boone, you're 1 vote different, huh? It was only a couple vote different. Yeah, it was a tight vote. But Charlie Boone named head prefect for next school year. Good job, Charlie Boone. So Hill Academy has it, and it's 18 has it up top. He gives it to 92. Back to 18. Over to 94. Latimer working the defense. Down. Pass is not completed. And it's a turnover. And Matt Hart will put it in play for the Cougars. So Hart gives it to Croson. Croson looks to the middle and gets it to Petnich. Nice pass by Croson to Petnich. Petnich gets it across midfield. Gets it down for Kendall. He didn't get count as a touch yet. And now there's Ian Smith does get it in the box for the touch. And the Cougars are going to go to work. Looks like Mockenhop has it. Mockenhop gives it up to Smith. Now Latimer. Petnich in there. Brad Horton and James Kendall. Petnich shoots wide. Backed up by the Cougars. And they're going to keep possession. Minute 13 left in the game. 19-5. Fourth quarter. Once again, we're glad everybody joined us. We thank everybody for being with us all year. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I know I had a blast. Latimer being held. He draws the flag, gives it to Malkenhop. Malkenhop back to Smith. Smith shoots. Bounce shot. And Red is going to win the foot race for the ball, but flag down is going to keep possession for the Cougars. And it's 19-6. Again, we appreciate everybody throughout the year being with us. Kendall has it. Gives it to Jettetti. Now Petnich. Smith. Petnich. Jettetti. Jettetti. Nah, he's not going to shoot it. Kendall has it. He's going to sweep over the top. Gives it to Smith. Now Jettetti. Jettetti. He does shoot. What a... that went right off of his face, and he had no idea where it was at. Jettetti shoots a rocket off of the goaltender. Deflects out of bounds. Cougars are going to keep possession. So there's the end of the penalty, and it's 15 seconds left in the game. And Petnich is going to have it, and they're just going to hold it, and they're not going to shoot. And they're just going to let the clock run out. Petnich is going to run, and that's going to bring an end to the game, with the Cougars coming away with a 19-5 win on the last home game of the year. We once again appreciate everybody being with us out there in live stream land. And we'll see you hopefully next year. You can come back and join us again. Eli, I'll have to get a new cameraman. Adam, I'll have to get a new PA, man. Braden, you're going to be here next year, right? Yeah. Braden, you got prefect again, right, Braden? So Braden McNeely, prefect for a second time. He'll be prefect next year. So Braden will be back with us next year. But again, we love having everybody joining us. We appreciate all the kind compliments throughout the year. If you have any comments that you think we can do to make it better, please send it to us, and we'll do the best we can. We'll be back in the fall for some football, and can't wait to see you. Until then, take care and have a good evening.